In my previous book review in the book, The 5 Second Rule, I said that the habit of using the rule for success is vital, especially if you want to accomplish things, even if your gut says you don't want to do it. The 5 second rule is a motivation hack because it is a habit. When starting a self-improvement journey, almost everybody say that habits are one of the key essentials to recreate yourself. But why? Well, we are creatures of habit, and just mastering how you deal with your habits will bring you a long way. If you're looking for a book that tackles how to deal with your habits the scientific way, then this book, The Atomic Habits by James Clear, is a good place to start. The good thing about habit is that no matter how small it seems, if you do it consistently over time, it will make remarkable results. That's this book, Atomic Habits, is all about. Atomic Habits means atomic, small. It emphasizes on just 1% better each day for a year will make you 30 times better than before. Imagine being 30 times better in just a year. Imagine how much your body and mind will change. Even small things such as 5 minutes exercise each morning will give great results for your future. It is even said that exercise changes your brain for better learning. Using that increased learning over time will turn you into a better person in even a few months to come. Same with sleeping on time. As I said in one of my other book review for Why We Sleep, sleeping on time and taking it seriously looks nothing at start, but the numerous health benefits such as the cognitive and the health benefits it can give makes it a good habit to make yourself better. There are numerous habits you can add to yourself or numerous bad habits that you can reduce and it will make the same results. Small things make good habits. Right now, you might be on a mood to make a new habit to change your life. You might be motivated to do it right now. But before you start, let me make a warning first. Motivation is temporary. You might be motivated now to start, but without the system to make it stick, it won't work. So let me start discussing how to use motivation to kickstart your habit-making routine. Motivation is temporary. You might be motivated right now, but after a week, you'll come back to what you're doing before. So use your motivation wisely. As the author said in the book, habits are hard to stick by at the start, but in the long run, it will be easier and you will even look for it. Like me, I am always looking to study new vocabulary every day because I made it a habit to do it every day for about a year now. If you think that the first thing you need to do to make a habit is to do it with your motivation, then you're wrong. The first thing you need to do is to remove or add things that makes habits easier to do in the long run. For example, if you want to remove alcohol from your bad habits, then throw it away from your home. If you want to quit sugar, then put it somewhere you can't see them. If you want to start eating healthy, then put fruits on the table. Make things obvious. Change your environment to make it easier for your habits to stick. Why is this the case? People who you think have great willpower is not what you think it is. This 2016 study states that people who are more successful tend to use less willpower than the average. Why is this the case? We have limited supply of willpower. Well, sure, you can increase it by some practices, something I will discuss on the book Willpower Instinct. So the better way is to just use willpower only when necessary. This means if you're like me, who loves playing games but affects my work, it's just better to uninstall those games for a while. That way I won't think of it anymore. Even if I think of it, since it is not in my computer, I won't be bothered by them. To help you make a better decision what to change in your environment, let me discuss the famous habit loop that is also mentioned in the book. The habit loop consists of 4 parts. Every habit has them. They have the cue, the craving, the response, and the reward. To help you understand them, let's make this as an example. Let's say you're walking and you smelled bread from the bakery. The cue is the smell. The craving is that you want to buy the bread even if you did not plan to do it. The response is you ate the bread, and the reward is that you felt good after eating it. Same with smoking. The cue is when you're stressed. The craving is you want to smoke. The response is you smoke, and the reward is you're satisfied. Why is this habit loop important? Because here is where you will find out what to do. Whatever habit you want to add or to remove, you can use this formula. To add a good habit on cue, you need to make it obvious. Put fruits on the table if you want to eat healthy. Put your running shoes somewhere visible to start exercising. Remove unhealthy foods from your sight. On craving, you have to make it attractive. This is where habit stacking comes to play. Habit stacking is using the things you like to be with the habits you don't like. For example, because I love coffee, I make myself a good cup of coffee whenever I finish the 20-20-20 formula. If you are wondering what the formula is, I will make a video about it soon. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when it comes up. On response, make it easy. You don't need to do an hour session each day at the gym. You just need 5 minutes and do it continuously. The great thing about habit is that by doing it consistently, even if just a little bit, will make it easier in the future. Do not force yourself. Make things easy to do so it will be a habit. As the book said, small things repeatedly done over time is the key. On reward, make it satisfying. Reward yourself when you do good habits. I know someone who made it a thing to do 10 push-ups every time he used swear words. It came to the point where he is so tired that he successfully removed the habit of using bad words. That's it. To make habits stick and to remove the bad ones, that is the formula. Use the habit loop to your advantage. It worked for a lot of people, and it might also work for you. But there's one more thing I want to say in this book that helped me be better. That is, we are not perfect. We are humans. There will be times that we will fail, that we fail to make the habits that we want to take. Here's the thing, successful people also fail. But what separates them from others is that even if they fall, they just get up fast. The faster you rebound from a slump, the better you'll be. Do not get discouraged by failing. We all fail. We all have bad days. It's normal to have a bad day. We just have to stand back and do it again over time. It would be easier and easier until you make it a habit that will bring you slowly to your life goals. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.